Hey guys, I'm Natalie. Welcome to today's workout. Today's going to be another low impact but still high intensity workout. We're only going to use one hand weight today and a floor mat for a couple of the exercises and the cool down. Let's get started with our 2-minute warm up. A nice wide stance, a little squat tap. Let's set ourselves up here. Pull yourself up through the crown of the head. A nice long tall torso, guys. You know the drill, supported by a really strong core. Let's roll the shoulders up and back for 1, 2, and 3, keeping them back and down the whole time that we're working out. Let's come a little bit lower in that squat tap and then reach up and over the sides of the body, stretching out the sides of the body, warming ourselves up, getting ready for 4 rounds of high intensity interval training, but low impact. So one foot will always be on the floor. Let's reach it across the body, keeping those abs engaged, just giving that core a little warm up as well here. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Let's start kicking the butt. Grab an imaginary bar overhead and pull it down in towards your chest. Trying to kick the butt if you can, keeping that stance nice and wide. A few more here for 3, 2, and 1. Keeping this wide stance, let's just reach side to side, stretching out these inner thighs. We're going to give them a little workout today. We all love an inner thigh workout. For 3, 2, and 1. Staying low, squat, and squeeze it up. So squeeze those glutes as you come out of the squat. Coming nice and deep in the squat. For 3, 2, and 1. Just shuffling on the spot. I'm going to show you the first move. Weight in your left hand. Left leg's coming back into a rear lunge. You're going to lift the rear leg using the glute with the tricep extension, coming back into rear lunge, stepping forward with an arm push. So lunge, lift, lunge, step, lunge, lift, lunge, step. Get ready, guys. Just your left. Here we go. Lunge, lift, and step forward with an arm push. So making sure you're coming deep into that rear lunge and squeezing your left glute cheek to get that leg up in the air. And don't forget about the tricep. Keep the elbow close to the body and squeeze that tricep back. Well done, guys. Keep with the left leg in the rear lunge. Push the weight out in front of the body on a diagonal and pull in with an ab pull. Here we go. Rear lunge, pull. So we're going to maintain a nice brisk pace. It's a rear lunge, not a step back. Sometimes we do this workout and we just step the leg straight back. Today we're lunging, making sure the weight's coming out in front of you on a diagonal, not overhead. Okay, guys, other side. You should be warmed up. Rear lunge, lift with the tricep extension, rear lunge, step forward with an arm push. Let's do it. Rear lunge, lift, and step forward, keeping those abs engaged. Now, if you can, focus on lifting that leg using your right glute cheek, and don't forget about the tricep, keeping the elbow tucked into the body. Well done. Okay, other side. Keeping that leg, same lunging leg, rear lunge and pull. So don't put the weight over your head because you're going to hyperextend your back. Weight's coming out on a diagonal in front of you. We're going into a rear lunge and then pulling, keeping the back up straight so you're not crunching over. A few more here. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Put the weight back in your left hand. Palm facing down. Side lunge, inner thigh sweep. Make sure this foot stays flexed and perpendicular to the body. Sweeping it across using the inside of the foot. And add a little bit of resistance with this other hand, if you like. Coming deep into the side lunge and sweeping across. Arm comes up to shoulder height. Well done, guys. Palm out in front. Side lunge. This time we're doing a leg lift. Do not turn your feet up. Keep your feet, your toes pointing down. So you want to point them down to the ground. You won't be able to get them down, but you will keep them perpendicular to the body, to the leg, and parallel. So keep that foot facing down, squeeze and hold. Other side. Side lunge, come nice and deep. This works the inner thigh, and we push up, we're working the booty. So side lunge, sweep, here we go. Side lunge, sweep. Add a little resistance with this other hand. You're sweeping, leading the foot, using the inside arch, sweeping across the body, squeeze and hold. It's a very subtle movement for the inner thigh. 2, 1. Weight out in front, palm facing down. Side lunge, leg lift, squeeze and hold. This is for everyone's favorite side booty. Side lunge, squeeze and hold, and squeeze and hold. Lift it up there. The arms just coming up to shoulder height. It's front raise. Engage those abs. Squeeze and hold. Keep that foot turning down. Guys, you're done with round 1. Rest and watch. Round 2. Start in a V for curtsy. You're going to curtsy, drop the weight, back to a bicep, wide squat, knee up, back to curtsy. So we're doing curtsy to wide squat with the bicep. Here we go. Curtsy, knee up, wide squat, knee up. Curtsy to wide squat. If you like, look over your shoulder at the curtsying knee so you can come nice and deep into that curtsy. Little bicep curl in the middle. Keeping a nice steady pace. Well done, guys. So we're going to come back into a curtsy. We're going to lift the leg with a tricep extension, come into a rear lunge, lift the leg and back into curtsy. Here we go. Curtsy, lift, rear lunge, lift, and a little tricep extension as we're passing from curtsy to rear lunge and back to curtsy. Really working this front standing leg, and this other glute is just getting a bonus workout. All right, guys, starting a bicep curl. Curtsy, drop the bicep, up to squat. Here we go. Curtsy to wide squat. Look over your left shoulder at the curtsying knee so you can come nice and deep. Come deep in the curtsy, deep in the squat, making sure that your booty is being pulled back to the back of the room. Well done, guys. We're going to do curtsy, leg lift to rear, leg lift to curtsy with a tricep extension. Here we go. Curtsy, lift with a tricep to rear lunge, to curtsy, to rear lunge. We're really working this front leg, this front glute, and this, your right glute cheek. It's just getting a little bonus workout as you're squeezing it up. Come on the floor after this. Weight aside, wide foot plank with your left hand. Reach up to the ceiling, back to plank, push to downward dog as you reach through, back to plank. Here we go, just your left hand. So we're just passing through plank, pushing back to downward dog, back to plank. Try and keep your abs engaged. Protect that lower back in plank, almost by tucking your hips under. All right, guys, on the side of your body, sorry, get your mat. Lower leg is bent, top leg straight. Push the hip off the ground, and we're just raising this top leg. Here we go, all the way up and halfway down. Don't let those toes turn up. If it's too much to raise this bottom hip, you can just lower it. Keep those toes turning down towards the ground, which means they'll end up being parallel to the floor. 2, 1. Other side, so this time, your right hand, a really wide foot plank so that you're nice and stable. Turn it up, reach it through. Here we go. Up to the ceiling, back to plank, reach through in downward dog, back to plank. Don't forget about those abs. We want to really focus on engaging the abs as you come back through to plank. Of course, we're working the supporting arm and the core. 2, 1, grab your mat on the side of the body. This bottom guy is bent, top one straight, pushing up off the ground, and we're just raising this top leg. Here we go, all the way up and halfway down, all the way up and halfway down. So we're working this side booty, We're working the core, we're working the shoulder. If that's too much, you can drop the hip on the ground and just focus on all the way up and halfway down of this leg, feeling it in this side booty. Guys, you're halfway done. Grab a drink. Repeating rounds 1 and 2. We're flying through it today. Just weight in your left hand, left leg. Rear lunge, lift, rear lunge, step with an arm push. Let's bring it home. Here we go. Rear lunge, squeeze it up, and arm push. Keeping those abs engaged. Remembering our form, keep the elbow close to the body. Squeezing that tricep and squeezing the glute, double squeeze. Squeeze that glute to lift that leg. 2, 1. Remember, rear lunge of your left leg. Weight's coming out in front of you on a diagonal, and then you're pulling the knee up. Have a little rest. Okay, down and up. You can slow it down if you like. Go faster than me if you like. Just as long as you keep a nice steady pace. It is high intensity, but watch your heart rate. No need to go above 90% of your max. Switch hands with the weight. Rear lunge, lift with the tricep, and step forward. Let's do it. Rear lunge, lift and step, keeping the abs nice and engaged. Squeezing the glute, coming deep in the lunge. Lots going on here. We are working this front leg. We're working the glute of this squeezing leg. Okay, guys, same leg. Rear lunge with that arm pull. Weight's going out on a diagonal. Here we go. Rear lunge, pull. Keeping a nice steady pace. Shoulders are back and down. Last time we do this today. Really working out this front quad and front glute. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Well done, guys. Palm facing down. Side lunge. Sweep. Keeping that foot flex and keeping the toes on the foot perpendicular to your leg. So keep it nice and flexed. Squeeze it across the body. Offer some resistance. With the other hand, this arm's just coming up to shoulder height. So you're not just flopping the leg across the body, you're sweeping it. Weight out in front. Side lunge, lift. Do not turn those toes up. Keep them pointing down. Side lunge and lift. Down and lift. So squeeze and hold. Try and keep the torso more or less upright if you can when you're coming out of that side lunge. A few more, guys. 2, 1. It's almost time for a rest. Okay, palm facing down. Side lunge, inner thigh sweep. Side lunge with your left. Side and sweep. Remember using the inside of our foot to lead that sweep. So don't just flop the leg across the body. Try and resist against this other hand. 3, 2, 1. Okay, front raise, side lunge, leg lift. I need to catch my breath. Here we go. Side lunge and lift. Keeping these toes pointed down. Squeeze and hold the side booty. Try and keep yourself more or less upright. Coming deep into the side lunge. You're working your booty and your inner thigh as you come into the side lunge. Guys, one more round. Grab a drink. Weight back in your left hand. Start in a bicep curl position. Curtsy, knee up, wide squat, knee up, and back to curtsy. Starting with this leg. Here we go, curtsy to wide squat. Look over your shoulder at the curtsying leg. Look at it. Watch it come nice and deep. Making sure knees are behind toes, like someone's pulling your booty back, pulling your booty back. All right, guys, same arm. We're gonna go from a curtsy, leg up, to rear lunge. Trying to lift the leg with your left glute. Here we go, curtsy, lift to rear lunge, lift. And doing a tricep extension in the middle with the lift. Really working this front leg. Keep going, guys. Coming deep into that curtsy and deep into the rear lunge. Yeah, I feel it. Okay, starting in a bicep curl. Curtsy, dropping the weight to side. Squat. Big wide squat. Letting the booty get pulled back and pulled back. The torso naturally pivots forward. The back is nice and long and tall. Coming deep. Looking over your left shoulder at the curtsying knee if you like. All right, guys, we're almost there. So we're gonna curtsy, lift to rear lunge, lift to curtsy. Here we go. Curtsy, lift to rear lunge. Coming nice and deep in the curtsy, deep in the rear lunge. After this, down on the floor in that really wide foot plank. Don't forget about the tricep, keeping the elbow close to the body. We're really working this front glute. All right, guys, wide foot plank. Your left hand, feet are nice and wide. Reach up to the sky and then through downward dog. Reach it up and plank. Downward dog, reach through and plank. We're working the core and of course this supporting arm, and the legs and the back are getting a bit of a workout too. 2, 1. Okay, down on the right side of your body, bottom leg's bent, top leg straight. You can either keep the hip on the floor or lift it up. Here we go. All the way up and halfway down. All the way up and halfway down. Keeping those toes pointing down towards the ground. So don't let them turn up to the ceiling. Squeezing and holding. Squeezing and holding. Working the side booty. 2, 1. Well done, guys. Other hand. So a nice wide foot plank. Reaching up, back to plank. Reaching through as you push back to downward dog. Here we go. Just coming back to plank in the center, just for a second to reset yourself. Keeping the abs nice and engaged. A few more. 2, 1. Grab your mat. Last exercise of the day. Coming down, bottom leg's bent, top leg straight. Keep this hip on the floor if you like, otherwise lift it up off the ground. And now lift the leg all the way up. And when I mean halfway down, it's just in line with the rest of your body. Squeeze it up and up. So we're feeling this in the side of our booty. Squeeze and hold, squeeze and hold. 3, 2, 1, and you are done. Well done, guys. All right, let's cool it down. Let's bring one leg forward and stretch through that hip. Breathe into that muscle, feel that hip opening. You're really pressing forward through the glute to open this hip up. Arm comes up in front of the body. Catch it with the other arm. Breathe into that shoulder. Feel the oxygen going in there and opening it up. Arm comes up, reach down the middle of your back. With the other hand, push down on the shoulder, pushing that arm a little bit further down the back. And very gently now, leaning over the left side of your body, opening up the left side, getting into that tricep stretch a little bit more. Coming back to center, pushing the body weight back, flexing this front foot, coming forward into a hamstring stretch. The back is nice and long and flat. Come as far as you need to. Let's switch sides. Other legs forward. Press through this hip. Breathe into it. Feel the oxygen go in there. It's important to open the hip flexors up. Arm comes up, catch it in front. Breathing into the shoulder. As always, we work the shoulders. Triceps got to work out today, biceps. Arm comes up, reach down the back. Press down on the elbow. And then very gently leaning over to the right side of your body. Opening everything up, coming back to center, pushing the body weight back, flexing this front foot, and coming down as far as you need to feel this stretch. A nice long flat back, breathing into the hamstring. Bring your feet together, press back into a little crouch position. We're going to come up very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Hands are coming up the shins, over the knees. Knees are still bent, coming up the quads. Very, very slowly, slowly, slowly. Head still has to come up. Roll the shoulders up and back for 1, 2, 3. Arm circles for 1, 2, 3. Grab your arms, pull them back. Let's open up the chest. As always, guys, we're going to do our quad stretch after the timer runs out. Let's grab one quad, try and keep the knees together. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I think we've got our groove going here with low impact, but still high intensity. Who needs to jump around? I definitely feel like I get my butt kicked with these low impact options. Let me know what you think. If you want to see some high, low impact options back in there, I'm happy to do it. But hey, if the majority of people are happy with this format, let me know. I've got a little quiz here. If you're very happy with the low impact, high intensity, let's keep doing it. Thanks again for working out with me, and I hope to see you next time.